This is Leo Cloutier with malice toward none. It's indeed a pleasure to have as our guest here today, one of the greatest outfielders in Major League Baseball with the Detroit Tigers. Fellow well-known in our part of the country, I'd like to welcome to our show Al Kaline. Welcome, Al.
Thank you, Leo. Nice being with you again.
Well, Al, it's certainly a pleasure to see you here today. Al, I'll never forget back in 1956, I believe, after you batted 340, we had you at our baseball dinner in Manchester. At the same time, we had Ty Cobb. You were sitting right next to him, and everybody asked me, is Kaline in yet? I said, no, he's not in. And there you were, sitting right next to Cobb, and you looked like a 20-year-old high school kid.
Well, Leo, you know, the time really flies, and certainly that was a tremendous honor for me to have a chance to sit down and for those couple hours and talk to probably the greatest player to ever played, Ty Cobb. And I've really enjoyed my couple of times I've been in Manchester.
Well, we enjoyed having you. And you know, an amazing thing about your career, Al, as you well know, there was Cobb sitting with you and you were talking together. You won the batting championship in the American League when you were 1 day younger than Ty Cobb did at his age.
Well, that's right. And certainly whenever you can do something just a little bit better than Ty Cobb, I should say I was a lot luckier than Ty Cobb to be the youngest person ever to win a Major League batting title. Certainly is a tremendous thrill, and to be alongside of Ty Cobb in any category certainly is an honor.
Well, it certainly was one deserving. Al, you've been with the Detroit Tigers now. As you look at the records, you see that you played only for one ball club. Is this your 18th or 19th season?
This is my 19th year, and certainly, as I say, time really flies because it doesn't seem like only a few years ago that I did get out of high school and joined the ball club. But I've been very lucky, Leo. I enjoy playing baseball very much. I've had some great thrills in the game of baseball, and certainly when the time comes to I have to leave the game as a player, it's going to be a very sad day for the Kaline family.
Well, it's going to be a sad day for baseball also. Al, you say you've been lucky. Yes, but you've had your share of injuries too.
Well, yes, I have. I've had more than my share, I think, than an average baseball player. But I've been very fortunate, too, to be able to come back and not have these injuries really interfere with my baseball ability. So in that respect, I've been very lucky.
Al, you have 366 home runs to your credit. That's quite a total. Not only that, but in another year probably you will reach the 3,000 hit mark, which is quite a thing.
Well, if there's one thing I would like to do in baseball before I'm finished, that would be to get to the 3,000 hit mark. There's only been 11 players ever to do that. Certainly there will be a few in the next year or so, but to be alongside of these really, really super players would be something that any player would want to do, and I don't know whether I'll be able to do that or not, but I would love to get in that category.
Al, how different do you feel that for all this spring than you did, for instance, other springs?
Well, it really hasn't been any difference so far this year than it has the last couple. I know that it takes me a little bit more time, but I'm very fortunate that I come down to spring training in pretty good shape, so I really don't have to battle the bulge, so to speak. I'm always in good shape weight-wise, so it's just a matter of getting my legs and arm in shape.
Al, I don't recall ever hearing such an ovation as we had the pleasure of hearing last year at the All-Star game in Detroit when you got on that field.
Well, Leo, you know, I've played a long time, and I was wondering whether the time was going to run out before they got an All-Star game in Detroit, and I was very, very lucky that I was having a good season, was selected on the second team of the American League, and certainly that too will be included as my all-time thrills, hearing those people give me a standing ovation when I won in I think in the sixth inning.
I can imagine. That certainly must have been quite a thrill. Al, I certainly want to thank you very much for this interview, and I want to wish you a tremendous season, another American League batting championship, a pennant, and then that World Series check.
Leo, I just enjoy playing baseball, and I hope I can do a good job every day I play. Thank you.
I'm sure you will. Thank you, Al. This was an interview with Al Kaline, a star outfielder of the Detroit Tigers, and this brings us to the end of With Malice to It, and today until tomorrow at the same time. Leo Cloutier, good day.
Brought to you by Poster Fix. At Poster Fix, we bring your vintage posters back to life. To learn more about Leo Cloutier's sports world, visit leocloutier.com.